I wonder if people think you do the cough thing as a meme, and they're just like, wow, he's really committed to that. I can appreciate that.
Well, you don't have to say that because it's not in the title.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Even though you guys should be saying, you guys should be saying that to me.
Oh yeah, welcome back. He's back. We found him.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We are Our Mind Center. We make short films. We review movies. My name is Damien.
My name's Kyle.
And I'm Alex.
And tonight, on this glorious occasion, now it just seems like it's every other day and it's just a normal Thursday because a fucking Star Wars movie came out. And I remember when we would always be like, they'll never make another Star Wars movie again. And then we saw the trailer for Force Awakens and we're all pumped and we're like, no way, it's happening. And now it's like, hey, did you hear another Star Wars movie is coming out? Crazy, a little weird. But this is Solo, a Star Wars story. Which I'll never get over that Star Wars story part. Alex,
Yeah.
what's this one about?
So, the movie's just about everybody's favorite bounty hunter slash... Well, he's not a bounty hunter.
Smuggler,
Scoundrel!
Outlaw!
Scruffy looking nerf herder
There he is.
named Han Solo. It's a bit of an origin story, a bit of a gag, a bit of a goof, and a lot of references to things that will just bring back nostalgia left and right.
Yeah. And so going to see this movie, I was in maybe the minority in not wanting it to be a thing, which sounds hypocritical because it's like, okay, Damien, you want Star Wars movies, but when they give you one, you're gonna complain. Yes, yes, and no. I want them to keep making Star Wars movies, but in my head, this didn't seem like one that needed to be made. So that was my biggest fear going into it. And what I will say is I'm still on that side.
Yeah.
I really am, but I still think this is a damn good Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the same boat as Damien is. I do not think that this movie needed to be made. And he's right. It's kind of hypocritical to be like, I want more Star Wars, just anything. And I'm always happy to see new information come out of the Star Wars world. But when this was announced, not only is it dealing with a character that everybody loves so much, and it's like, ooh, you're walking on eggshells here because you can screw things up really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't need to be told. Like, all these jokes and things that they have about the characters are kind of nice just to have.
Mm-hmm.
And so them being explained, as interesting as it is, for me it didn't add anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go away from this movie being like, oh, now Han Solo is my favorite character, because it didn't change anything.
Yeah.
It's just like slivers and slippets and them making money off of something that people just want to see more.
Another
There
one.
you go. I'm freezing. I'm gonna turn this thing off.
Is it what's the temp?
69.
Just like, but no. So I think that is one of the moments that I realized, oh, this is going to be a criticism for me, because all of the moments in this movie that I know true Han Solo fans will either hate or like, I felt the same. I felt the same. Whenever they give you a little plot point, they go, bet you didn't know this happened to Han Solo, and when it did happen, I was like, yeah, that's fine.
Makes sense.
Or like in The New Hope, you know when he says this, it's because this happened. I was like, yeah, that's okay. Didn't upset me. It didn't excite me. And as a Star Wars fan, it was a little upsetting that there wasn't things in this movie that really elevated it to greatness level, because now, you know, you get in the argument whether or not Star Wars is becoming oversaturated. Now that is weird that we're getting a Star Wars movie. Are we ruining the magic of Star Wars? I don't think we're getting to that point. But I think it's hard to not to compare it to other Star Wars movies.
Oh, well,
And
it's a Star Wars movie.
there's certain things that make some Star Wars movies better than others. The action is better in some. There's a moment in some that are better. And even the prequels have some things that are done better than the original trilogy. And so, as far as this movie goes, I especially now, can't on the top of my head think of something that this movie does better than another Star Wars movie.
I think it was a little safe. Maybe not a little safe. It was a very safe movie. because like what he's saying, they didn't do anything new. They didn't do anything new as far as the Star Wars universe goes. There's nothing in this that you're like, they can't do that. Like the last Star Wars movie, Episode 9 or 8, everybody's like freaking out about like Force abilities that people had and whatnot. This one had nothing that you were like, that's gonna create some controversy. I don't think anybody's really gonna care that much.
Mm-hmm.
And the part that I was talking about earlier that you're gonna get excited about and it's gonna like make you be like, dude, what? That's not even controversial. It's not something that like anybody's gonna be like, what? It's just
Yeah, it is just dope. And you just watch this movie, the action's good, the acting is really good, because like Donald Glover and the guy who plays Han Solo, you're thinking in your head, oh, how are they gonna do this? And then you watch them and you see them do it, and then in your head you're like, oh yeah. I don't know why I was like so worried in the first place, or why it was so. Disney is too smart to let something like this happen, and it just be a fucking bomb of just shit. They're casting the right people, and they're doing all these right decisions, but is it too safe? And are we getting too much of this safe Star Wars?
I mean, like the fact that the Boba Fett movie is coming out.
Yeah.
Is
Which
just
we
like
keep
another-
dropping it, but that was just announced on our way to go see Han Solo, which they clearly did on purpose, is to get you pumped and get you excited.
They're just.
It's so weird hearing this because I went into this watching a movie in a series that I don't give a shit about. About
See,
a
but
character.
that's bullshit, and I will not agree that you don't give a shit about Star Wars, because me and Alex had a 2-day argument with
to
you.
this extent.
I know, and I'm
Like,
still disagreeing. The reason I guess I'm having this argument is because
I don't know why you are.
I know I am, because it almost is a bigger insult to this movie than me saying it shouldn't have been made. To you saying, I do not care what happens in this movie because I'm going to see this next one. And in a movie where there are connecting plot points and other things happen because of this movie, and certain things might happen in the future because of another movie, if you don't care about this one, you in turn don't care about those, whether it's a single movie or the whole saga, you do not care. Look, just like that. Conversation's over. Don't get me wrong, I love Han Solo. And I love Harrison Ford as that. And I would maybe like to keep seeing him in other movies. But his own movie revolving around him, around these stories that, sure, I don't know what exactly happened, but I have already heard about. And so, it's weird. It's this weird, like, boiling pot of I like it and I don't like it, and I want it and I don't want it. And it's weird. This movie is definitely above average because it has the name Star Wars on it. The visual effects are incredible. The costuming, the sets, the planets, it's all dope. The music is incredible. So I'm gonna slap a good 8 on this. A good 8. Yeah, I'm gonna go 8. Fucking fuel cells out of 10. I really liked this movie, but I didn't leave the movie theater like I left Rogue One. That's for sure.
The cast it's probably one of the best casts. Well, we just freaking watched Infinity War, so that's. But it's one of the best casts I've seen in a while, for sure. It was insane. Like as soon as I saw that Donald Glover was in it, I was like, I don't care. Big fan of Donald Glover. I've never seen this Han Solo dude. Elder.
That's close.
Adam. Let's call him Adam. Adam Driver.
He did such a good job as Han Solo. Love Adam Driver as Han Solo.
Anyways, he's great, and I want to see him in more things because I've never seen him before in my entire life.
Dude's got charisma.
He's great. But yeah, the CGI, it was pretty good except for one little scene when Woody Harrelson's lady shot that thing and like went up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. I was like,
Zip line.
it was like one of those gag like CGI moments.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was great. It's Star Wars. It's a Star Wars movie, so they have lots of money and they have lots of knowledge and they know what the hell they're doing. So yeah, I'm gonna rate this movie about a 8.5. 8.5.
Yeah, this one's hard, which is weird, but
Yeah.
Star Wars movies.
8.5. 8.5 poker chips out of 10.
Alrighty.
Nice. Nice. What? Did you have a stroke?
I'm not like my the way that I look at it, like Harrison Ford or the characters or any of the Star Wars movies or all of it is to get all. Holy crap!
I just confused myself.
There's just too much going on in his brain.
Oh.
His brain is moving faster than his mouth.
I think that the writing was a little lazy. From what they have available to them, they did a good job not to upset me.
That's the
But-
only way that...
But your job as a filmmaker shouldn't be to just not upset me as a fan of your film.
What?
So,
Say
because
that
it
one more time.
Your job as a filmmaker
should not be
Should
to
not,
should not
to
be
not
to,
upset me.
should not be to not upset me.
Your only job is to not piss me off.
Were you upset?
No, I'm saying they did a good job to not upset me, but that shouldn't be their only thing to do here.
I see what you're saying. So like their bottom line was, we just don't want to upset anybody. We don't need to try anything new. Let's
This
just
is
not
the
upset
Star
them."
Wars equivalent of sitting on the fence, and I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 dice out of 10.
Yeah?
Gold
Dice.
dice.
That's okay. We don't need to get into logistics of the plural. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Damien.
I'm Cal.
And I'm Alex.
We are Our Mind Center. We make short films. We review movies. And until next time, guys. Productions, and this is Jackass.
I work for Uncle
We are OC Productions, and this is Ashton Kutcher.
And you're on Matthew McConaughey. That's not funny.
Matthew McConaughey is the best.
Best.